Oh, these guys Mossad spent 10 years planning and implementing the whole pager situation.
Mhm.
But yet, they're so tactical that they've killed tens of thousands of innocent women and children. That's how tactical they are. Yet, they could somehow manipulate. I mean, remember when even John Kiriakou was on our show, the former CIA officer? He's like, I have never seen a operation as complex as what they did with those pagers. But yet, what they couldn't just attack Hamas. They couldn't find Hamas. They don't know where they are. They have to go bomb hospitals and kids' schools, elementary schools, and all that, churches because.
Well, look at what they've done in Iran. Not just during this genocide, but in previous years. I mean, Israel has the capability to assassinate Iran's nuclear scientists in very targeted operations. First of all, I think it's wrong, obviously, to assassinate nuclear scientists in a sovereign country. But putting that aside, if they have the ability to fire some sort of missile or whatever weapon it is through a window and assassinate a specific person in Iran, you're not able to take out members of Hamas in the Gaza Strip. What are they doing in Gaza City right now?
Well, they're talking about underground tunnels that were built by Hamas years ago. And also they talk about, oh, you know what? Well, we don't know where exactly they are. So we're just bombing a certain area, hoping to kill the terrorists.
Right. It's like precious IDF soldiers, right? We don't want to risk their lives in doing special operations. We don't want to risk their lives in going into the tunnels, finding the Hamas terrorists. It's never been about Hamas. Guys, I want to be clear about that, and I want people to wake up to that reality. It's never been about Hamas. It's never been about Hamas. It's always about stealing that land. They're leveling the entirety of Gaza. They're planning on putting Palestinians in a concentration camp before they ship them out to Somalia.
Yeah.
It is the most unjust, disgusting thing I've ever seen, and it's all being bankrolled by American taxpayers. How disgusting is that? We as Americans need to stand up and say, no, look at our country. Our country is falling apart.
Well, how can you do that when you have the Senate and you have congressmen who have dual citizenship in Israel?
Bunch of pedophiles in Congress, probably. I don't know.
Which is another reason why when we talk about fucking release the Epstein files, we want to know who's in there. People talk about, well, there's no files. There's no flight log. No, dude, there's something there.
There's something.
And Charlie Kirk's murder that took place, there was, what was that bill that they were trying to pass? Or it was some sort of, the House was trying to pass something where they voted against releasing the Epstein files.
Mm-hmm.
It was like 51 to something. I forgot what it was, man. Joe, would we be able to look that up really quickly while we're...
Yeah, I'll look it up while you're...
I mean, even right after Charlie Kirk's murder, was it the same day or next day Marco Rubio flies to Israel?
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
And then they passed out...
Was the GPS on?
They pass, what was it about? Something about how you can't speak again, or you can't boycott Israel in any way as an American.
Right.
It's a criminal act. All of this, the day he gets assassinated, I mean, he helped you win the presidency.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And this is how you thank him for. You send Marco Rubio to Israel to kiss that damn wall. And
I need Americans to understand that our freedoms as Americans living in a sovereign country that's supposed to protect our constitutional rights, we are being totally steamrolled by a foreign country. How is that okay?
It's our greatest ally, Anna.
No, not our greatest enemy. Israelis despise us, and I mean the government. They despise us. They see us as their pay pigs. Okay? They slaughter American citizens in the West Bank, American citizens with impunity. During this genocide, I don't know what the number is at this point. At least 6 American citizens who grew up in places like freaking Florida and they're visiting their family members in the West Bank. They've been slaughtered by the IDF. And our government, whether it's Biden or Trump, don't give a crap.
What's fascinating to me is why the other Arab countries are not getting involved. You talk about all these influencers and these media outlets on Instagram. One of them was called like PNN or something. I forgot what. Yeah.
Yes.
He goes around just filming people in West Hollywood talking about, can I get a free Palestine? Can I get a free Palestine? Listen, bro, I get it, the whole free Palestine thing, but Where are all the Arab nations? Where are the Saudis? Where are the Jordanians? Where are the Egyptians? Where is
You know how
everybody?
much we bribe the Egyptians to play nice with Israel?
So why aren't these people helping them?
Because the governments of these countries have either been bribed by our country, let's be clear, or their leaders, their previous leaders have been toppled and some puppet government exists. What do you think happened in Syria? Why do you think America, the American government was providing weapons to Al-Qaeda rebels in Syria to topple Bashar al-Assad?
Yeah.
Do you guys remember what happened on 9/11? Which terrorist group conducted 9/11? I believe it was Al-Qaeda. Why the... I don't know if we can curse, but it makes me so...
I'll give you permission.
But it makes me so angry. It makes me so angry that we armed Al-Qaeda terrorists to topple Assad in Syria. For what reason? For what reason? For Israel. Israel has already annexed parts of southern Syria ever since Bashar al-Assad was toppled.
Yeah.
Also, guys, I got the thing. It wasn't a bill. It was just a Senate vote, 51 to 49 on September 10th. That basically blocked the Epstein list to be released.
So that's what it was. All right. So it was a Senate bill, basically.
Well, not a Senate bill. It was a Senate vote.
A Senate. Okay. So but what was it though?
Just a vote. It doesn't specify if it was a bill or not.
And this happened on September 10th, right?
Correct.
The day of the
51,
What a
49.
coincidence. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that was convenient, wasn't it?
But I mean,
The entire world's distracted. And
you guys remember there was a clip from, I want to say maybe 20 or so years ago, of Netanyahu on a hot mic admitting exactly what you said, which is we can manipulate the United States any way we want. I don't remember verbatim what he said, but that's what he meant.
Yeah.
Is we can pretty much control them, ask them to do whatever we want. They will fight our wars for us. And that's exactly what we've been doing.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
it's just sad what's going on. And I hope people actually wake up and understand what's going on, because if our tax dollars are actually going to a foreign entity or a foreign country, dude, I mean, there will be a civil war that may take place because a lot of people are waking up from this bullshit.
They are. And look, the left is going to be so angry with me for saying this, but it's the truth. The left has been railing against what Israel's up to for a long time. And honestly, it didn't have as much impact as Candace Owens talking about it, Tucker Carlson talking about it. And I understand that the left feels uneasy about someone like me being willing to work with people on the right on this issue. But let me tell you something. I love this country, and I will work with literally anyone to get Israel out of this country.
But here's the thing. You're not doing anything wrong. You're doing it for the love of this country.
Exactly. Yeah.
When you see like the Bernie Sanders, the Chuck Schumers, those are all left-wing wackos as well. But when you look at them, you're like, all right, so Chuck Schumer, Jewish. Bernie Sanders, Jewish.
But Bernie Sanders, to his credit, is against Israel.
You don't know that until he's actually has a powerful position. I guarantee you this, if Bernie Sanders was president as a Jewish man, you don't think he would support Israel?
I don't.
Come on.
I do believe. Look, he has been denounced by various like groups of,
I don't believe it.
Pro-Israel groups in this country.
Believe it. I don't believe it for 1 second.
Look, but I will admit this. After October 7th, I wasn't too pleased with some of what Bernie had to say. I was actually a little bit surprised. So maybe you're right. I don't know. But in terms of our Congress, in terms of our Senate, he's been one of literally a handful of politicians who's been willing to tell the truth about Israel.
But see, the fact that you said whatever he said on October 7th didn't sit well with you. Now imagine he has power. Mm-hmm. It's going to be a different ballgame at that point.
It depends. Has he diddled little kids? Because if he has, then he's a done cause.
Has he kissed the wall? Do we have a picture of Bernie Sanders kissing the wall?
I don't think we do.
I haven't seen it.
Has any president not...
JFK. He was assassinated.
That's why it was...
I'm not saying he was assassinated for that reason. Some people speculate.
If you enjoyed this short clip, go ahead and click here to watch the full episode. And make sure to click here to subscribe to our channel to watch all other episodes of the WiseNuts podcast.